Happy Friday, everyone. This is Nadlan. We are in the east coast of New York and we are teaching you every day how to become a real estate entrepreneur. And today we have some interesting news about Biden, new taxes, and what is the best way to hedge against inflation. And of course, post number 5 from Yinon Kadis, our entrepreneur of the week. So stay tuned and we will start right now. All right, everyone. So let's go over some updates from our website. So we have what debt is the United States is following the endless printing of funds. Okay, so if you're going to go to the website usdebtclock.org, you will see the actual debt that the US is having every single moment. So how can you take advantage of that? So basically, in inflationary state, debt is an asset because the value of the debt of the dollar goes down, so is the debt. Like everything else goes up. As you can see, the prices in the supermarket, gas in the gas station, lumber, houses, Bitcoin, stocks, everything. But basically your debt is actually going down over time. So just for example, if you purchased a house in the 70s, house has been about $20,000-$30,000 back then, and let's say your mortgage was $100 a month. 30 years later, this $100 actually worth only $43. So basically, by locking the same amount, the same rate that you had for 30 years and having inflation, the inflation deducts the rate. So let's say you're locking 3% and the inflation is 3%, you're basically paying zero on your debt because the value of the dollar goes down. And if you also have a tenant in this property, so having a tenant in the property actually makes your cash flow positive in inflationary state. So this is the website that you guys can check for the actual debt of the US debt clock. All right, it's very interesting. And so let's go over it. So debt in inflation, debt will actually be asset. Your mortgage on the property will be written off and will decrease in value as inflation rises. Cash is actually a liability. If you have cash in the bank, its value is going down. So you better invest it in debt, in real estate, in Bitcoin, for example, that the value is going up. But remember that, for example, stocks, the stocks can go up, but the value, the dollar value of the stock, the dollar is going down. So actually, also the overall value might still go down. And real estate is being used as a hedge against inflation, right? Because the cost of the real estate is going up. All right. So say goodbye to business in America. Biden is planning a 43% profit tax. Okay. So Biden is planning a 43% profit tax, eliminate American high-tech manufacturing and commerce. It is not clear who advises the president suspected of deterioration, but one person is sure does not, as a bachelor's degree in economics. The historic move announced today from within the White House could do irreversible damage to the American economy, which is already facing record levels of national debt and declining production. Now it seems that the American business world is also likely to receive copious dose of business collapsed socialism. All right, so you can read more about it on our website. And if you purchase real estate in the United States in the recent year, hold it tight. All right, as you know, hodl, like they say in crypto, especially for XRP, because prices are flying. All right. And this is a small jokes for you guys. What do you think of Biden new tax purpose? So basically, don't be sad. Like, you have other places that you can go with lower taxes, highest taxes rate in the solar system, Earth. All right, guys. All right, so let's jump into the post of the day from Yinon Kadis, post number 5 after this short break. All right, so there is a quote here from Martin Luther King Jr. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? So this is the post of the day. This is the topic. During this week's post, we talked a lot about components that I consider important for success. Even if not always from the soul, this is a critical component, giving. I will start by telling a story from the age of 13 or 14 or so. I remember it was like that yesterday. Jerusalem Day, youth movements filled the streets of Jerusalem and the Old City, all blue and white and festive. Sounds of songs and cheers, drums, whistles, flags, and lots of pride that filled the heart and the streets of the city on the way to the Western Wall. And there, among the alleys of the Old City, a small number of turns before the security post to the entrance to the Western Wall, lies an old woman lying on the floor with cardboard underneath and a mug at her feet and a few feet inside. And I, a young boy who has lost his temper with pocket money from his parents, find himself torn between a McDonald's hamburger and a good deed that will fill my soul. About 100 meters from the holiest place for the Jewish people. So I did not put everything, let me not be the righteous of the generation, but I put a sum that is definitely not expected from a child who goes out to dance flanks at the age of 14. Of course, I did not regret for a moment when I reached the wall. Can I say I did it out of great ideals? No, but no doubt I felt a sense of exhaustion. After we finish our role here and go underground, what will we take with us? Regarding this, there are all things and they are so, but what will be left behind? Only the heritage, the education of the children, the people we influenced, the associations, and the graces we did. Once a week, I volunteer for an association, live kindness, and God forbid, not for something. I think everyone should take the time to help others. Most already do it without noticing, even if it comes from an egoistic place. It will change perception over time. The definition of the word giving: help and kindness made love and consideration. Out of not her name came her name. Even if it does not come from the heart, it will enter the heart and will probably bring change. In real estate and business, it's something that's been leading me since I connected with my great partner Jonathan. He always said, release information for everyone. Sometimes I find myself having several hour sessions when already in the first minutes of the session I feel where the winds are going. Develops in fluent conversation, develops materials about the business, explains the market, teaches how we do real estate, provides training on risk calculation, presents business plans, sends relevant assets and addresses. Really, saves nothing, gives my all, and yet when I finish the session, I understand a language, a deal I will not get out. And yet I say to myself, everything is fine, you will only benefit from it. Reputation, feeling good, self-study, practice, but what is certain for sure, to lose will not be lost. So, in conclusion, there are two types of people: accepting and giving. I do not see people failing between the chairs. And, and may we forever be on the giving side. Success for all of us. And we will end with another quote from the well known entrepreneur Jem Rohan. Only by giving are you able to receive more than you already have. A world of kindness will be built. All right, so thank you, Yinon, for this post today. And we will be with you again tomorrow with another post. Thank you.